The 12 stones of imagination and how they are perished in a law called the lawless one. The gift of God given to those who are constantly in a turmoil with a people who has conformed against a people. It's called law. The only law in this world is fighting law. The 12 stones who are sacrificed upon with the women of the church and all the children of those women of the church that they use to sacrifice by sacrificing Jesus Christ's name for whatever purpose that which they seek. Bad prayers that may fall upon you later in your life when our words are gifted, granted by God. For our testimonies, after our testimonies, the perishing, as it reads in Exodus, the lost book of Bel, Deuteronomy, and some other areas of the Bible, but very true stuff. Only through the light. Darkness has no power in heaven. The hardships of mankind is the perishing, understanding how Hercules had to fight the covenants which were the children of God and still are the children of God, even in the grave. It's a purity that returns back to the earth as an element, whether it is fire, lightning, wind, chaff, and the rain, and the very earth, the very dirt of the world, the grass that grows, nature, all that stuff, the purity of God, which is the closest thing to God. And the animal after that, and eventually the sea creatures and all those things that formulated the very creation of the image of man in God. Is it not the soul that is the furnace for all those things of nature, sea and land, and the words we speak that are pure to God, not all those things and hardships that we go through that's separate from what God is. It's not speaking about how the devil's got one over on you or constantly do it over and over again. It's the purity of God is speaking about God and giving it to God. I'm not saying that it's not okay to talk about all those hardships. I'm just saying don't dwell on it. It's a wellspring of dryness. Eventually it's better just to walk away from the difference you have with all the people who are inconsiderate to a religion. There's only one religion in this world, and I think it is the grave. I don't think that this world will establish much imagination, as it is written, the 12 stones of imagination, which is the astrology charts, at which we see ourselves, that which we see the land. Every piece of star in the world has a piece of imagination that which we see, that which we have created through it, in it, for only the light has the authority. Once we turn it all to the grave, it'll be just like it's written with the spirit prince of Persia and the wars and the book of Daniel, waglif, with baalwolf, or with Nebuchadnezzar, and we'll just be all like a bunch of drones and forced to be happy at our downfall until there is nothing left to downfall, and then we will never rise again, and we will finally be dead to God until the the spirit prince of Persia finds the purity at which I'm talking about, the words of our mouth, the purity to God is the wisdom and knowledge of it. Therefore, that is what they seek to destroy, and they destroy once they choose the final imagination, which there are 12. That's where it ends. That's when the spirit prince of Persia, everybody has chosen the aristocrats and the Sadducees, and we fall into a dead festivity, if you could call it that. I'm not sure if law is a festivity, but a dead fatness, or a fat deadness, or how about a festivity only by the words we speak. Hey, that looks like it's fun. Watch it on TV or something. You know what I mean? Whatever. The 12 imaginations. Every star in the sky has a piece of it.